Romania banned abortions and thousands of women died. In Romania, thousands of women were forced to give birth not because they wanted to, but because the state ordered it. And for thousands of them, it ended in death. This isn't ancient history, it happened in Europe in the late 20th century, and its consequences are still visible in Romania today. Nicolae Ceaușescu was the communist leader in Romania for over 20 years, 24 precisely. He wanted power, control, and he wanted a larger population. In his mind, more people meant more workers, more soldiers, more people to be devoted to the nation, loyalty. So in 1966, he made a law that would change millions of lives. Ceausescu signed Decree 770. Abortion was banned. Contraceptions were banned, and women were allowed contraceptions only if they had four or more children, they were over a certain age, and for everyone else, pregnancy was no longer a choice, but an obligation. Now, the government didn't just ban abortion, it policed women's bodies. Mandatory gynecological exams at workplaces, doctors forced to report pregnancies, women monitored like properties of the state, and even a missed period could make you a suspect. The consequences: women didn't stop trying to end pregnancies, they just did it in secret. Unsafe procedures, no anesthesia, no medical care. Many died from infections, hemorrhaging, untreated complications. Hospitals were filled of women who were afraid to speak because doctors would be arrested for helping them. Official numbers said thousands died, but many deaths were never recorded. No, children who were born but unwanted were often abandoned. Romania became known for its orphanages, overcrowded, underfed, emotionally neglected. Some children were tied to beds. Some never even learned to speak. All because the state demanded birth but didn't care about life. People didn't talk about this openly. The fear was everywhere. Women carried traumas quietly. Families learned not to ask questions. This silence lasted for decades, and for many, it never fully ended. By the late 1980s, Romania was exhausted. Poverty, hunger, fear, anger. Decree 770 became one of the reasons many people hated the regime. In December 1989, the revolution exploded. Ceausescu was arrested, tried, and executed on Christmas Day. Now, the aftermath. One of the first things the government did, they abolished Decree 770. Abortion finally became legal again. But here's the thing, the damage was already done. Generations grew up with trauma, mistrust, silence. This policy didn't just control bodies, it shaped a nation. Now, why does this still matter? This story isn't just Romanian history, it's a warning. It shows what happens when governments control reproduction. Women lose autonomy, ideology replaces humanity. It proves that banning abortions doesn't end abortion, it just makes it deadly. So the question wasn't just why Ceausescu was executed. The real question is how many lives were lost before the world finally said enough? Now, mind you that this isn't to pick sides. If you found this useful, please consider subscribing. It will really mean a lot to me. And if I left anything out, feel free to comment down below.